history, but if we make a mistake, danger looms. This is truth in politics. Former President John Dramani Mahama has spent virtually all his life in government. He has been MP, a minister, a vice president, and president. As a former history teacher, also working at NGOs and studying in Russia, where the constitution does not matter, Mahama is not exactly who you would call a constitution expert. That's why throughout his time in government, at various levels, you never heard Mahama talking about Ghana's constitution. So why is Mahama all of a sudden talking about changing Ghana's constitution? I'll show you why, but first, let's hear what Mahama said about Ghana's constitution, with which he has in the past not had any problems.
One of the things that we will do when we come back, that's the NDC. I didn't say I, because we're not sure who will lead us. One of the things that we'll do is to, like I said, strengthen state institutions, strengthen the anti-corruption institutions, but most importantly, look at the Constitution again. We've been operating this Constitution for more than 26 years, and I think that the time has come for us to look at it again and do some tweaking in order that we can have a more a proper constitutional environment in which to grow the economy. And so those are some of the things that we'll look at. In 4 years, we have a 4-year term. Like they have in America, not like in other countries where they have 5 terms. And so there's very little you can do in terms of infrastructure. We'll do our best, invest in the health sector, invest in education, invest in the economic infrastructure. But all this must be geared towards creating opportunities for especially young people.
First, our elders have a proverb that show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. Look at these pictures. Here's Mahama and President of Cote d'Ivoire, Alassane Ouattara. Look at the level of coziness. Unconfirmed reports suggest that Mahama has been a regular visitor to Yamoussoukro, the Ivorian capital, recently. Now look at Mahama and the Senegalese president Macky Sall. I wonder what they're talking about. I'm willing to bet that conversations have been going on between these two about how Macky Sall was able to amend his country's constitution. Now look at Mahama and former Malian President Ibrahim Boubacar Keïta. Keïta was later removed from office by Colonel Assimi Goïta, who currently leads the Sahel country. Finally, look at Mahama and former President of Guinea, Alpha Condé. Condé was also removed from office. Do you know what all these 4 leaders of Francophone countries have in common? They all changed or tried to change their country's constitution. I know others are saying that Mahama wants to change the presidential term limits and increase it to more than the 2 current terms. I can tell you that that's not his plan. None of these guys changed the presidential term limits. In fact, in case of Macky Sall of Senegal, he actually reduced the presidential term from 7 years to 5 years. But the moment the amended constitution is ratified, it ushers in a new republic. So Ghana will go from the 4th republic to the 5th republic. When that happens, all previous terms by any president are considered null and void. And that is what Mahama wants to do, so that after his final 4 years, he can run again for another 2 terms to possibly rule, or shall I say misrule, Ghana for 16 years. I mean, when that happens, anybody can rule again. It doesn't matter if they've been a president before. I mean, we can go and assume the bodies of Atamels and Rawlings to even come and actually rule Ghana again. This is how Alassane Ouattara is in his 3rd term as president of Cote d'Ivoire. That's how Alpha Condé entered his 3rd term before he was overthrown. Mali's Ibrahim Keïta was unable to amend his country's constitution, but his intention largely led to his overthrow before he was able to do it. Finally, Macky Sall has succeeded in amending the Senegalese constitution, and now his second term ends in 2024. But he has blatantly refused to rule out running for re-election. In Cote d'Ivoire, we are all aware of the civil conflict that afflicted the country when Ouattara announced that he was running for a third term. We also know what happened in Mali and Guinea, where it took coup d'etats to remove those renegade leaders. Now tension is brewing in Senegal because Macky Sall flatly refuses to say that he will not run for re-election in 2024. Look, Ghana has enjoyed its peace and prosperity for 65 years now. Mahama's evil ambition must not change that. But if Ghanaians make the mistake and bring Mahama back, and especially if he comes with an NDC majority in parliament, be prepared for 12 more years of Mahama Dumso, more emptying of the nation's coffers with balloon contracts. The words were wise. They say it's enough. Please be sure to visit our social media handles, like and subscribe to our pages. My name is Lady Just, and this has been Truth in Politics.